in England, and so she was well known for the work she did over there. And that was the time, after Audrey had left and Mabel had lived and my sister was still there, the headmistress decided to get a special prefect's badge with pearls. And Gloria got one, my sister got one, Mabel got one, Audrey Rudolph got one, I don't know who got the others. I promised the headmistress to put it in the museum there.
Okay.
I gotta get somebody to take it.
Okay.
So, but we didn't have St. Elizabeth children until we got free places. St. Elizabeth children didn't go to Hampton much, except they lived just on the. We had a few.
Well, I guess some
But it
change
was
were in
when-
that for.
Yes.
Because St. Elizabeth children, so it's very interesting to see how that sort of thing has changed. And the access to education is now, you know, easy, relatively easier compared to
Compared to them.
before.
I must start to know, Mrs. Wilson, as you mentioned, we're here sitting. You are 95 years old. What has contributed to? I must admit, Dainalyn, you look marvelous. You look
Like
well.
you had found the fountain of
Play
youth, cheated
hockey.
some years.
Play hockey.
Okay.
Well,
So it was a
I
sport.
played until I was 64.
Wow,
Impressive.
very good, very good.
And I always went to keep fit, and my husband saw that we ate well, besides being brought up in the country and eating well.
Okay, so you'd say eating well,
Playing hockey.
playing hockey. So keeping fit, exercise. That is.
I think that's it.
Alright, so that's the formula, and certainly you have found the formula.
The only thing I wish you could do is package that formula, so the rest of us could.
Yeah.
That.
I'll make a note of it.
Just do it.
I'm
Play
trying to
tennis.
eat
If
well
you
now.
prefer tennis, play tennis. Play a sport. Play a sport.
That's very interesting because I don't know if you know, but you know at Hampton now, sports is something that is very much lacking. So to hear that coming from you,
Oh, yeah.
this is something that definitely we'll have to take back and
Very
encourage
sorry
others
to
there.
hear that, very
Yeah,
sorry to
because
hear that.
yeah.
Because I took a coach up a hockey. We used to get hockey coaches from Netherlands mostly. But they all came free, you know. We paid their airfare. They lived at my cottage here. And we didn't pay anybody. First time we ever paid a coach, we lost. Or don't pay coaches.
No fake coaches.
No.
Alright, so when I went to Hampton, and that's still the current thing now, the uniform, it was, it's blue and white, pinafore, some people call it like a market apron looking type of thing. What was it that I'm just curious
We
to know
wore
what
blue,
you wore.
same blue, but not a pinafore. It was a dress.
Oh, okay.
So you didn't have a blouse on it because we wore a white blouse.
Yes, we didn't have to wear a blouse.
We heard that the ogres at that time, your uniform was very short because, you know, we have a policy that's supposed to be below the knee. And then we saw these pictures and, you know, those high socks, and it was not very long as how ours were at that time. So I'm wondering, because we're a bit jealous, say, how come they got to wear that length and we did it?
I don't remember there being very short.
So,
And we had to wear stockings in Nightingale, which is the...
that's the house you were in?
That's
No,
the
that's
house for
dormitory.
the little children.
Okay.
I don't know what it is today. And, but that was where young children went, 9 to 12.
Nightingale.
And you wore anklets, the same blue uniform. And we had a list. And the good thing about going to a boarding school is that the uniform, no jewelry except a watch, levels you up. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter whether you're a rich person or not a person. It doesn't matter. The uniform just makes you one.
Yes.
Did you have to wear like a blue mask underneath the
Yes.
uniform back then?
Blue
Was that,
Strict.
and that was compulsory?
Yes.
But I like the fact that you said in terms of the no jewelry and all of that, because it puts everybody, as you said before, feeling as one, so no one is not feeling, and that's very important, I think, when you're in high school, you know, for you not to feel less than the other person, because that's the
Because I remember
stage where you find
a friend
yourself.
of mine, she got invited to Kingston's. She says, I don't know what knife and fork to use up there. And so we all said that we can't have that, because we are only accustomed to one knife and fork. When you go up to King's house level, it's knife and fork. So she was quite worried about how she was going to manage. Anyhow, she managed.
Okay. One of the things I want to also know, and I'm sure Sharon in your time as well, we had a lot of activity. Well, in my time, not so much a lot with the Monroe boys. You know, hop and mop. That's what we call it in our time, where we dress fancy and we had a good evening with nice food and music and dance, of course, under strict supervision and the teachers, the sixth form teachers especially. So when you went to Hampton, did you have that sort of activity?
Interaction, even your brother you could speak to.
Are you kidding? So there was none of that.
I am before the time when we were sharing teachers and the girls were going over for lessons and vice versa. And you had hops and all that. Oh no.
So there was nothing you did with the Monroe boys?
We played, you know, the last playing field down the bottom?
Yes, that was on.
Well, the boys would do cross country to there. But don't be caught saying hello to your brother.
Not even your
You
brother.
probably would be sent away from school.
Oh,
And so we grew up completely apart from Monroe. Didn't have anything to do
No
with
interaction
it.
at all.
Alright. I know when I attended the University of the West Indies. So sometimes you interact with other students who went to school, and when we talk about some of the things or the misdemeanors that we got punished for, it was like a drop in the bucket compared to, you know, what some other people did. So I'm imagining now, because you are, of course, having been a Hamptonian, very well cultured, what is it that in your time was considered a misdemeanor? What were some of the punishment that you got? Because I got lines and standing.
Was for eating rose apples.
Eating rose apples.
No, we had rose apple trees right beside the netball.
Yes, I
What do you
remember.
expect a child to do?
To eat them.
Eat the rose apples.
Well, you know, once they heard that we had eaten rose apples. We went for walks every day of the week for the rest of that week.
That was a punishment?
That was.
To go for a walk?
And yes, but going for walk meant putting on your hat, putting on your hard shoes, getting in twos, and the mistress was with you, and you walked on the main road.
That's the
One
main
way
road to
or the other.
Malvern.
Was that comfortable?
Either way.
That seems like a very
It's
simple
called a
punishment.
crocodile that you walk in. I don't know if it's comfortable or uncomfortable.
No, it just seems
but
like
for
a very
doing-
simple punishment. I don't know. At that time, it must
Well,
have
the
been a
point
bother.
is that if you had to go for a walk every day, then you could